Hey, I see you guys are back. I'm going to pick up right where I left off in round 3 of Shadow Dancer, The Secret of Shinobi. So, once again for the SEGA Genesis, and yes, I'm using the original hardware. That's probably why you're going to hear a bit of a buzzing sound. I just started to notice this. It's a real bummer. I never noticed it before until I started recording with it. But I looked it up online. Turns out that there's actually you know, some common issues with it. A lot of it having to do with the power supply, I suppose. That's why I stick to Nintendo more often than not. I mean, I love Sega, but I've had more problems with their hardware than I have with Nintendo. I think the biggest problem I've had with any Nintendo console, believe it or not, would be my beloved Super Nintendo. The power adapter. Regular factory power adapters from Super Nintendo are absolute trash. Oh, cool. And you see over there, there's a shiny 1-up. I'm pretty sure it's a 2-up. Just wait for this guy to... Ah, jeez. And you see there? That could have hurt me. And I see there's another green guy up there. He might be coming down. Yeah, take care of both of them at once. Rescue this hostage. And there we go. And then from here we can drop down. Yeah, that's a 2-up, alright. Could always use that. These earlier levels aren't too bad, but the later ones get pretty challenging. As a matter of fact, the next round has a level that goes dark, from what I remember. And on to the next level. Here, level 3-2. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, the Statue of Liberty stage. So again, I was pretty sure this game took place in New York, but this pretty much confirms it. I love this level. The music is great. Yeah, you want to get rid of these ninjas as fast as possible. And you see, I basically jumped right into the helicopter there. That's the way I've learned how to handle this level. That's the best way to get past those helicopters. With any of these ninjas, you generally just want to pin them in a corner and either throw them off the level or just keep attacking them, pin them down. And here I'm going to use my power because you'll see in a second, there's another helicopter coming, it gets messy. Better to just get rid of these guys beforehand and not have to deal with them while dodging this as well. If you're standing on the ground, you're pretty much toast. You're dead meat. And the rest of the levels shouldn't be that hard. Look at Yamato's tongue when we were standing still. It's so funny to see. He's just looking at the air. He's a good pooch. He just does whatever his master does, goes wherever he goes, and does whatever he's told. So we're in pretty good shape here so far. Oh yeah, and then you got this woman boss. She throws these discs, and there's a very particular time you got to attack. It's when she's starting to throw the disc. And I screwed it up right there. But at all costs, just avoid those things. I don't think I really even need to say that, but... Yeah, I screwed it up again. I was too close to her. There we go. Now I remember the first time I came to this boss, her head is flashing, so I got the point that I was supposed to attack her there. I just didn't know how, you know, or what the timing was like, but after a lot of experience, you know, I figured it out. You can see someone play some of these old games and make it look pretty effortless, but, you know, then you try and do it for your first time, and man, is it hard. We have another bonus round, see if I can get a couple of lives out of this. Now I like as these bonus rounds progress, you know, in the level, it's like they start getting darker as if you're doing this all in one day. You know, Shinobi's a very busy man. Doesn't have time to be messing around. He can handle this whole organization in 24 hours. Now you see I let one slip by there. Let's see if I can make up for that. I'd like to at least get one 1-up because I know I could use it in the later levels. I think I'm still gonna get one. I think that was 48. Alright. Every little bit helps. And you'll see what I mean. This next world starts to get, or I should say round, in the darkness, very appropriate. It starts to get pretty difficult. This is where I'm going to start using some of his ninja powers during the stages, no doubt. I'm not going to try and sick him on the ninjas, because we'll just get him hurt. Whew. Yeah, let's just go ahead and use this right here. That may have been ill-timed, but I'd rather just ensure that I'm safe. There we go. Yeah, we'll just take a step back and let Yamato handle these guys. Stand them up and allow me to shoot at them. There we go. That's a little better. Now, it's much easier in this level when you have the power-up. You can just knock everyone right back. Well, for the most part. Never any harm in going backwards in these games, because it's not like in Super Mario Brothers or games of that nature where you can't go back. I mean, you're stuck only going forward. The level will scroll back. Oh yeah, this is probably my least favorite level in the entire game. It's such a pain. Yeah, because, you know, it's a cheap challenge. You can't see anything. I took care of him. Okay, there's a bunch of guys with guns up here. It's a good time to have Yamato, no doubt about that. Okay, I think I took care of them both. Get that hostage there. Do as best as you can to avoid... Oh, man, yeah, I was just gonna say do as best as you can to avoid these ninjas. I knew they were coming. And you know what sucks the most about that is because I can't re-rescue the hostages. They've already been rescued. So there's no chance of getting that power-up again. But this is how I've beaten it before, so I am certain I can do it again. Now, the hostages don't come back, but everybody with a handgun does. Okay, there we go. We're sort of safe for the moment. I'm gonna use this right now. It might not have been the best time. There's too many of them flying around, so I figure I'll just get rid of them. Okay. Let's go ahead and charge up Yamato. There we go. Take care of the ninja there. Between gunshots, I'm just going to try and take some pot shots. It's obviously not working. So we'll take care of him. Yamato can get charged back up. Take care of the guy with the gun. So we're not handling too many of them at once. There we go. So it's not too bad. You know, once you remember where everything is, which I generally have, it does get hard, though. You know, especially in these final stages. And then we got this boss right here, the Wheel of Fire. Now the object is to hit these faces, and your instinct would probably tell you to get as far away from this thing as you possibly could. But in general, you actually want to kind of stay close to it. It makes it easier to hit those. And obviously you gotta watch out for when he spurts fire like that all over the place. But if you do manage to get a hit in, he won't attack, so I never usually see him do 3 in a row like that. There we go. And again, I've never actually managed to hit him before and still have him attack. So this is actually a unique boss run right here. And now I'm just going to use the power and just get it over with. I like the pose he does, the whole, you know, one of these numbers. That's pretty cool. So again, not too bad, but you know, it's one of those things, if you've done it before and you know what you're doing, it's not that hard. But if you've never played it before, that's actually a hard boss to beat. You might not know how to handle it. So now you can see it's completely dark out, so it must be late at night here. I've already let one go by. I'd like a life here. At least one. Again, I've never figured out a pattern for these guys. I think it just has a lot to do with how fast you're pressing the button, and I screwed it up already. I'm not going to get any lives out of this. At least I don't think so. Well, now I'm certain of it. There they all go. It's cool you see the city rising in the background as you fall, though. So 8,000 points. Yeah, I'm glad I got that. I'm going to take a break here, and when I come back, it's going to be round 5, and I'm going to try and beat this game. So stick around.